Let's see, are we working? And yes, it says we're live. Okay, welcome to the Blogging Bunch. Learn with the Blogging Bunch, our third hangout in 3 weeks. We are rocking these hangouts. They're awesome. And today, since my kids are officially out of school now and summer has started, we are going to talk about 6 tips to surviving the summer slump. Typically, you get too busy, the kids are home, there's just so much going on, travel, and then also sometimes your other people, the readers, aren't on their computer, so they're not reading your blog. Your traffic might take a small hit. Plus there was a Google Panda update last month, so we're all still trying to recover from whatever Google changed in their algorithm. So we wanted to give you some things that you could do this summer to go through and get ready and be ready for the fall and to just take the blogosphere by storm. So I'm Sarah. I blog at playtolearnwithsarah.com and the number 2, play to learn. And I do fun family resources. Mostly these days I've been focusing a lot on reading resources, how to teach your kids to read, activities for books, and then Fridays I'm doing healthy living stuff.
And I'm Carrie, and I blog at carriel.com, and I blog about Dallas, and I blog about parenting, and I blog about blogging.
And I blog about blogging.
I'm Elizabeth. I blog at rockabyeparents.com, and I also blog about blogging and Disney and single parenting and yeah.
How come it's not coming? Is it coming up for you guys? Like, it's not changing faces when you all talk.
Mine keeps freezing.
It's freezing?
So I keep seeing none of us moving or anything. I just see frozen pictures constantly.
I'm seeing you guys, but every once in a while it just replaces your face with a picture.
But usually whoever's talking is in the big screen at the top.
Yeah, I'm seeing you guys in the big screen.
Okay.
Well, I'm seeing Elizabeth, so but it was.
You never see yourself.
Right.
I'm just looking at myself. Like, you guys are not popping up in the big
No, I'm seeing you.
Oh,
I'm seeing you too.
But when you talk, it doesn't pop up to you.
Sometimes mine are popping. Sometimes I hear us, but I see frozen faces.
Huh. I don't know. Google's having some troubles today. All right. Anyway, the very first thing we wanted to talk about, number 1 of our 6 tips, revamp old posts. Go through, and I've got on my site, I have some, I went through and did an outline for how you should set up a post. So going through and making sure that you have your keywords and you have your all of your anatomy of a blog post. Keywords in the right place. You know, you've got your images. Your image is optimized with your keyword. You've got everything going that you need to have. So that would be, I'll pop that into the discussion area too here. But then that's a good thing to do. Let's see here. All right, do you see my screen? So go through each of your blog posts and attention to change the title. Make sure your title includes the keywords that you're going for. Do not change the URL though, because changing that could change your pins and everything, and people get an error. Do an intro of 150 words that includes one internal link to another post on your site, and even better if you have a landing page. So I have, reading activities, children's book activities. So I always use those words and link it to that page in the introduction. Then you've got an image that's optimized for Pinterest, H2 headline that includes your keywords, the body of your article, 150, 200 words, using an external link, so link to somebody else's site. Second image that's more rectangular, that shows up better on maybe Facebook. Optional, you can have another headline, and that can be another H2 or an H3. A conclusion, recap, make sure your article is 300 or 500 words. call to action at the very end. I usually bold those, you know, asking them to follow, do something, you know, this one here, be sure to pin this so you can refer back to it often. So I'm telling the reader what it is I want them to do. A nice little signature, I just have an image, and a disclosure at the bottom if you have any affiliate links. So anything else, guys, about revamping old posts? Oh, and I also had monetize your posts. Go in and put in any Amazon links, whatever it is. Oh gosh, I can't get out of it.
And then once you do that, once you've revamped your post, you can go and you can re-promote it. So you know, you can. I have a post that I did a couple years ago where I go back and look at it and I think, oh my gosh, this is awful. I hate this picture. I can't believe I put this on the internet. And so I went back and I updated those pictures and promoted it everywhere. So it's like a fresh post. You know, for most people, they haven't seen it. I have a lot of people following my blog now that weren't following it a year ago. It's getting on. You know, it's being shown to new sets of eyes. And so the summertime is really good to do that, because to redo your posts, but then to re-promote them, because you know you're busy. Probably you're doing stuff with the kids. You're not. You know, you don't have the same amount of work time. So take advantage of what you've already got that's out there and use that.
Yep, I was gonna say make sure you like update the pictures and that kind of stuff too. That's usually like I know my old pictures are really tiny.
Well, that's number 2. Good lead-in. Number 2,
yep.
Redo your photos.
Yes, and you can even do like Elizabeth said, like she's got little photos. So I mean, in that case, if they're small, you can't usually take those and re-edit them and make them prettier because they're still so small. So you can actually like redo your images completely, like start from scratch. Like I did a post on hot chocolate. So the pictures were too small. So it's like I kind of had to redo all the pictures. But then I've had other posts where the pictures were fine, they were big enough, they were just ugly. You know, they didn't look good. They weren't optimized for Pinterest. So that's easy to go in and fix those photos in PicMonkey and, you know, make them brighter, make them more attractive, put some text on those pictures. That's a really easy thing that you can do that will freshen up your posts like just immediately right away. I love big pretty pictures on posts.
Sorry, I can't get out of screen share now.
It is really slow. Like I'm getting a lot of like flashing and stuff.
Yeah, mine's all flashing, and now I'm stuck in screen share. At least you're not just seeing my screen. I don't know what's going on with Google Plus today. See, we have a certain time that we have to be here. Sorry, Maddie needed a kiss. Okay, yes, redo your pictures, go into PicMonkey, make sure you've got your titles on your pictures, make sure that you've got your blog name on your pictures, making it a little more difficult for people to take your pictures. Really, come on, Google+.
I don't know if it's just Google. I couldn't upload any pictures to Facebook earlier, too. So I've had all kinds of, like, internet problems.
I don't know. It's just flashing, like the bar is flashing. I think maybe I forgot to go into Chrome. Usually I go into Chrome and do these, and I'm just doing it from Firefox. I forgot. So.
I'm not in Chrome either. I accidentally installed like this spammy toolbar on this laptop, and so mine's not either. I wonder if that's it too. Oh well.
Yeah.
Well, I am in Chrome. I remembered to change, so.
It's working for you? No, it wasn't working at first.
No, I get the frozen pictures, so I'd say they're having some. It's always worse in Firefox, but they might be having some.
Yeah, it is always worse in Firefox, and I don't know. I was just trying to like make sure I had coffee, so. All right, so number 1, revamp old posts. Number 2, redo photos. Number 3, work on social media followings. Make sure that you're asking questions and going into getting to know people in our the Blogging Bunch group, and that you're also joined into our support group, and that you're joining in our daily support threads. Make sure that you're following at least 10 people on Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest every day, and work on building those followings so that you can get those numbers up. And work on Stumble Upon, which I'm going to say right now I think needs to be next week's topic.
Okay. Yeah.
Next week's topic needs to be stumble upon. How does it work? It's just, it took me, what, a year to be like, okay, I'm going to conquer this. But start getting into building those followings. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's a really good time for, I think, for Twitter, and, I don't like to spend a lot of time on that kind of social media, but it's a good time. Like for Twitter, for Pinterest, it's easy to maybe pick one each week or do a little bit on each one each day. Just go in and find 10 people that seem like they're kind of in your niche and just follow them. Reach out to them. Same thing with Pinterest. Find boards and people that you want to follow and follow them. Stumble upon. Facebook is a good time to ask questions on your Facebook page. Ask lots of questions. What are you doing this summer? How are the kids? What are you doing to keep sane? It's a good time to build some interaction because you're going to have lots of other moms that are probably, sitting on their phones at the park while the kids are playing, that sort of stuff. So try to think about what people are doing right now and interact with them in that way.
Yeah, that about covers it. Make sure you're pinning things and retweeting things and that kind of stuff too, and keep yourself out there so people see it.
Yeah, keep those going. Keep them going. And like I posted last night in the group, it's been kind of quiet in the group. So, we've had some great conversations, and we've got coming up on 600 people in that group. So we know we've got the people. We just need to kind of get everybody talking and working together again. Okay, number 4. Work on an editorial calendar. Carrie?
I love editorial calendars. I don't here's mine. I'll show you mine. I don't super keep up with it, but I use this life planner, an Erin Condren life planner, and what I love about it is that it gives you a place to write down all of the holidays and everything that's coming up. So what's going to happen if you like to write content for the holidays? After back to school, it's going to go Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day are going to be like boom, 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 boom. That's going to happen so fast. And so, like right now, I'm thinking about Halloween content because I like doing that kind of stuff. So if that's something that you want to do and that you're planning on doing, now is the time to start getting that content ready and start thinking about it, because people will start pinning your Halloween content. I'm already getting pins, a lot of pins. It's starting to get pins on my Halloween stuff right now. So, I mean, in the next couple months, that stuff is going to start getting busy and hectic, and now is the time to get that content ready.
Yeah, it pops up early. Even Christmas, what was it last year? Like October even, I was starting to see Christmas pins going. So you want to be, pinning or posting your stuff even like about a month before. I mean, obviously you don't want to wait to Halloween. So come September, you want to start getting that stuff going. So it is good to get a head start. Make those projects if you can, if you don't need to go get other stuff that's not for sale yet. Make the projects, do some things, because it will get busy, and then you get crazy, and there's family stuff going on, and it gets hard.
Yeah, but just making the plan and knowing what you're going to write about when you sit down will be such a freeing experience and will make you feel productive and like you're on top of your blog and help you not be so overwhelmed. So really having that plan, and I made a plan in January and I am not doing any of it now. So revamping the plan every month or so is perfectly fine. Doesn't have to go full out, but definitely you could do some kind of start now and say, all right, I'm going to do a Halloween one, a Christmas one, back to school, whatever you're going to do. And just having that plan so you can get all the supplies ready, right, like you were talking about. It's a big thing.
And don't feel like you have to do every single holiday. Like I kind of, after Valentine's Day and then, Easter is coming, I'm like, forget it. I don't want to do anything about Easter. I just don't care anymore because I did all those other holidays, which I was interested in. Those were things I wanted to create content for. But then I kind of take off the holidays from Easter till Halloween. I don't really do a whole lot. So don't feel like, you're going to miss out if you're not doing every holiday. Just do what kind of fits for you.
Yep. Yeah. And it really does. it will spike your traffic, and then it will tank it, and you will be so sad once the once the holiday is over. So having another holiday that's coming up, right? You know, that you're planned for, you've already got stuff out there. That's a great way to kind of help with those ups and downs. And making a plan right now in the summertime when things are kind of slow is a great idea. Also, having a series of things, working on a series. Each week you do a post about, you know, how to, I don't know, mow the grass or something. I don't know. But, you know, each week you have a series. So you've got 300 to 400 words on, you know, 3 or 4 weeks. Then you've got something that links together that you can link all your posts together, that you can keep people engaged and coming back for. I did one on, I had an interview with an adoption, a guy that had adopted 5 kids from Russia, and that lasted 4 weeks, I think, and that one, it did well with traffic, and it was very interesting, and then Carrie and I, we did that, and Elizabeth did the book a day in May, and, you know, that was too much for me, but you know, once a week something can keep you productive, because you know what's coming, you know what it can do, or you can even sit down all at once and write them all out and schedule them for the next 4 weeks, so you can take some time off or deal with the kids.
And then you've got, like, with the series, I really like series too. I like doing that because I like to write a lot, and I usually have a lot of information. And so I think it's easier for a reader to approach it when it's broken down into smaller subjects. So last year I did a series on how to use cloth diapers. So I broke it out. I did 5 posts on how to use cloth diapers, and each one was a different topic. And then I did one post that was kind of like grouped them all together and said, here's my guide to using cloth diapers. And I get a lot of traffic still on those posts. And I get traffic from one post that links out to all the other posts, and I get traffic from all the individual posts. And so it's a great way to get your readers clicking around on your site, put a lot of different kind of information out there. Every one of those posts I did was something I could pin, and I think series are a really, really great way to get people engaged and to put your information out there.
And your cloth diapering one was an evergreen content, so
right.
it evergreen meaning it is going to be good no matter, it doesn't have a holiday time. It's going to be good all year round, and those are good kinds of series and good kinds of posts to do, so that they're always bringing in the traffic.
Yeah, and that's what I love about it. And then it's Christmas, so I can promote it again. Hey, looking to buy cloth diapers for, you know, new moms or whatever. You know, it's kind of like something that just, right, like Sarah said, it's an evergreen post, and it's really been consistent for me with traffic.
Yes, so it's important to have this on your site also, not just holidays, but things that people are really going to want to know. And make sure that you're looking at, you know, what are the top 3 things that you want to be known for? You know, what are the main categories in your menu bar, and make sure that you're writing about those things, so that people know what your blog is about when they come to you. All right, number 5 is check your stats. Check your stats, which kind of what I was just talking. Check your top posts from Google in Google Analytics, and we'll do a hangout about how to do all that in future times also. But see what your top posts are, and see if you can come up with anything that is related to those top posts, that you can go back and edit that post and link to this new post, and keep people on your site, and see where your traffic's coming from. If you're, you need to work on social media and building those, but if you're getting 40% of your traffic from Pinterest, you don't want to spend 80% of your time on Twitter. So check where your referrers are from on Google Analytics, and put your time there.
Yeah, and when you're trying to decide you're trying to decide what people are reading too. So you can go into your analytics will tell you, obviously, your most popular posts. So for me, one thing I'm trying to work on is lowering my bounce rate. So your bounce rate, it tells you, are people staying on your site or are they leaving? So if you have a higher bounce rate, people are coming to your site and they're leaving. And that happens a lot. If you have a really popular post on Pinterest, people will come and they'll read the post and then they'll leave your site. So I tried to find, okay, what posts do I have the lowest bounce rate on, so I can write more of those posts, because that's clearly what is drawing people, what people are encouraging people to click. So I do a lot of printables. So my printables have a super low bounce rate. So I'm going to try to work on more printables this summer and more blogging posts this summer, because that's the kind of stuff that people are reading and clicking on, and they're staying on my site to read that information. So look at that too. Look at who your refers, your bounce rate, your
top posts,
most popular posts.
Yep, you can sort all that. And yeah, Google Analytics won't tell you a ton of information, but it will tell you a lot of information. And so what Google Analytics doesn't tell you, Google Webmasters can give you more insight into that, which we'll have another hangout on Google Webmasters also. But make sure that you have a Google Webmasters account, and then you can go into Google Webmasters and search for traffic and see what people are actually typing into Google that lands them on your site. So what's getting, you can see what's getting the most impressions, what people are typing in that gets them to at least see you in the list of results. And you can also see on the far right side of it, it'll tell you what page you're on. But then you can also sort it by clicks, which is what I like to do sometimes, is not only are they seeing you, but what are people actually clicking on? What posts, you know, if they type in printables or Easter printables, what, you know, how many people clicked on that to get to you? So check Google Analytics and Google Webmasters. You have to really kind of work those both together to really get the full picture of what people are typing in to get to your site. Anything else? No? All right. We're going fast today. Well, because I can't see. This is really bothering me. I'm just staring at a picture of myself. Reorganize. Reorganize your site. Take this time where your traffic might be a little bit down to go through your sidebar. Make sure it's not cluttered. Make sure that it's actually usable. If people are not clicking on those affiliate things that you have in your sidebar, get them out. You do not need them. Write a post about it. You know, get some traffic. Give them some valuable information, and then they will be more likely to click the links. Go through our 31 Days to Build a Better Blog program. Last summer we ran a program, and we and it's now self-paced on thebloggingBunch.com, and it should be in the sidebar also. But if you just type in 31 days, and I'll put this in the post when I type it all up. But you can, each day we'll send you an email that gives you an action step to take. Do this each day, and this will help you reorganize your blog. It really did help. It helped a lot. It helped us. It helped the people that did it with us. We had, gosh, last summer, how many people were in our group? What, 50?
That's what I'm thinking.
And now we have 550?
And that's how it all started too.
Yeah, and it all started. We started it with that 31 days to build a better blog, and we kind of what worked, and we posted it in the Facebook group, and then from there we were able to take those and put those into an autoresponder where we send the email out every single day to you to give you something to do, and it really will help you kind of think about what you need. Really focus on your blog. So I definitely recommend that you do that. I talked about categories already, but make sure that the categories and the things that you have at the top of in your menu bar are what you really focus on in your site, and not just about me, contact me. That's not going to tell me anything. When I go to your site, I want to get an immediate picture of what it is you talk about, or else I'm going to click off and I'm going to go away and not come back to your site. So I want to know what it is you talk about, what topics you work on. And I already talked about the sidebar. Anything else about reorganizing?
Another thing you can do, kind of, which falls under reorganizing, is if you don't have a newsletter, the summer's a good time to set up a newsletter too, because it doesn't take a whole lot of work to set it up, but you can do it for free with like MailChimp or Mad Mimi, and you can set up a newsletter, and that's another way to reach out, especially with Facebook, you know, kind of going like this, just no good, just going downhill. I've been trying to find other ways to reach people, so newsletter is a good thing you can get set up when you have some spare time. You can just kind of work on it here and there, and get that ball rolling too, which kind of falls under reorganizing. And then, like Sarah said, when you're reorganizing all of it, one thing to make sure that you have is make sure people can find you. Make sure your email address is somewhere and people can find you and contact you. You know, just try to make your site more user-friendly. And I think we need to do a hangout on that one day, like a whole hangout on how to make your site user-friendly.
Yes, and there's a picture of you in the sidebar. So
and check those about pages and stuff. You know, you write those and then you just forget about them, and they get really outdated.
Yeah, they do. I need to find that somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, and link the about page into your sidebar with your picture so people can go right there and find you. You don't have to have about me. You can have your picture in the sidebar and it says read more and people can find out more about you.
Yeah, and check your sidebar. You know, usually what they say is whatever's at the very top of your sidebar is what's going to get the most traffic. So what do you want the most? Do you want your follow buttons there? Do you want the link for people to sign up to your email there? Pay attention to how things are ranked in your sidebar because it makes a difference.
Do you want your AdSense there so you make the most money? Yes. So definitely look at the sidebar, make sure it's uncluttered. I went through and put, I have like, you know, kids, mom, food in my main menu bar, but then I took some of the bigger categories and I made buttons for those down the sides so that people could see what else my site is about, and some of the more minor categories are along the side. We'll see if it works sometimes.
Yeah.
Just another thing to experiment with. But definitely go through the 31 Days to Build a Better Blog program, and that will help you. And it's a great time in the summer to do that, and when maybe you're not getting tons of traffic. Although mine picked up this week, but it's holiday stuff, so.
Yeah.
Father's Day is this weekend, and mine will be back down next week. So I got to get my so. Personally, I'm working on, where are my 4th of July posts? Do I have any of those to promote?
So, I posted one today.
Yep, see, so we're working on our holiday stuff is always going. It's heavy. Okay, Maddie's got a book and it's heavy. So definitely stick with us. We've got lots of good things coming, and we've got lots of our blog has 100 posts on it and lots of things that are tutorials and how to use AdSense and, you know, all kinds of things like that. So check out the blog, and we're at 30 minutes now. So we're getting better too at getting the timing, and if we could just get Google Plus to work.
Next time.
Next time. All right, well, thank you so much, ladies. Did anybody check and see if we had any questions? I don't even see.
I haven't seen anything.
One person was watching, was all I've seen. But that's okay. They can watch in the replay. So have a great week, and next week we'll talk about StumbleUpon and why you should be using it and how it helps and how to even use it and everything. So talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.